Good morning, teachers, and to all my friends. Here you can see we, the class 10 boys, build a model on the topic of save our earth from pollution. Here you can see we divided the land into two parts. One is non-polluted and the one is polluted. And the rest will be explained by my friends.
Today we the class and boys we made this model. We divided the place here. Here this part as we see that the world is changing. Now the world is getting more polluted. Here we see deforestation. In deforestation, many trees are cut down. When we cut down trees, carbon dioxide levels goes high and the oxygen levels go low. As the carbon dioxide level goes high, the climate change and it becomes hotter and hotter. Let me take an example of our Chapikoro. We are right now experiencing a warm weather. Year by year, the weather is changing. Now, even the weather is unpredictable. We can't even predict. It rains. Even it rains in not in the rainy season. And here, water. We display this water pollutions, and we draw some of fish skeletons, bones. This is not just for display. We are trying to show that the factory effluents are thrown in the river bodies directly, which cause many deaths of aquatic animals and microorganisms which help in filtering the rivers. Uh, these factories effluents before leaving it in the river, it should be treated properly. Proper measurements should be taken up and clean it properly before it leaves to the river bodies. And here we show this model truck. When we use vehicles, let me take an example of this truck. When we use these vehicles, it consumes lots of petroleums. Right now, according to scientists, right now the petroleum in this earth is very low. Might be after 40 to 30 years, the petroleum might get exhausted. So not only that, when we use vehicles, it produces air pollution, which is harmful for humans, not only for us, even for other living beings. And here we are showing the lead pollution. Lead pollution. Here we show some of many plastics. This is right now an example in our own town. When we throw the plastics polythene bags without throwing in dustbin, just throwing here and there, it makes the surroundings dirty. So the better is we should not buy new especially like single plastics. We should not buy new products. If the product is usable, we should reuse it again. And not only that, right now in our town we don't have recycling factory, but we can throw all the plastics and polythene bags by digging a big hole and dumping them all together and keeping them separately. This method can be taken up because it's the best option if there is no recycling factory. Here we are showing the water pollutions. Right now in our own Chakpi River, we practice sand mining. Sand mining. Sand. This sands it helps in water filtration. When there is no sands, this rivers takes time to get cleaned. Right now, let me take an example of our own village, Chapikarong. Last April, few months ago, there was a flood, and that flood took time to get clean again, because because of because we used too much of like bleaching powder, dynamites in the river, which kills all the microorganisms which help in cleaning the river. And the sands, more importantly sands. When we dig up all the sands, uh, there are no things that can filter the river. And here we showed some deforestation. Right now there was some many news that landslide news that it caused many deaths, loss of lives and damage to property. This is because because when the trees are cut down, the roots of the tree holds the soils all together. It holds, it holds strongly. But when the trees are cut down, the roots become weak, and when there is rain, the soils become softer, and due to gravitational pull of force, it occurs landslide and it causes loss of life. So better is that when we cut trees, we should plant more trees.
Yeah, I'm myself and Dominic. I will be talking about the non-polluted area. Here, as comparing with the polluted area, here is much better, and here is more greenery than the other one. And in this non-polluted area, the energy which is obtained from the solar wind and wind energy is much better than the factory which produce coal to produce electricity. Since solar energy and wind energy are eco-friendly, unlimited energy, and they are also renewable, so it is much better to construct more of it. And afforestation here in non-polluted area, afforestation is going on than the other one in polluted area. Here, most of the trees are being cut down for the income as well as for the for the building of houses. But here more trees are planted, which not only neutralize the air but also save the save the animals and their habitats. And here most of the dustbin are provided, and as you can see, most of the plastics and papers are put in a proper way. Then the other one here, all the plastics are being scattered, which doesn't look good at all. And since in Chapikorong, there's no recycle factory or industry, so the best thing is to reduce the use of plastics, as well as to reuse what we have used. Example, like making crafts or making something new, which will also become an income. The Superior River has been dried up in the previous years. Over extraction of cement from the rivers causes the river to dry up. As you can see, the Chapikorong River is getting dry up. It looks like a stream now, comparing with the olden days. And I would like to add my own conclusion. That is, during the World Environment Day, each household or each person should plant a tree in order to reduce the change of climate, and as well as to reduce the global warming, which is caused by deforestation, as well as the overuse of vehicle and transportation. So I hope you all understand what causes the global warming, and what makes the earth a better place for habitats. Now, our brother Bomoma will add a conclusion.
Lastly, I want to add that when we cut trees, we should plant more trees. If we cannot do that, we should not cut trees. And like in every village, the authorities and the chiefs, they should have a meeting, and they should plan for awareness of this, like using of bleaching powders and all. Like let me take an example of Suchum. They have taken up precaution. They wrote in the board that if you use bleaching powders or any other substance that causes many damage to river, you pay a fine of 10,000 rupees. Like that, like Suchum, even others villages, we should also take up those precautions so that we can conserve the rivers. And not only that, we should reduce the use of vehicles because it takes lots of petroleum. As I have said before, maybe after 30 or 40 years, the petroleums might get exhausted. So we should reduce the uses of vehicles so that we can keep the petroleum for the future use of our generations. Thank you.